the Executive Director of the Cushing Chamber of Commerce, and we just got done wrapping up BBQ&Blues from last weekend. It was a great event. We had a clay shoot on Thursday that was in McLeod, Oklahoma. We had 60 teams that participated in the clay shoot from oil and gas industry and from the pipeline companies. And then of course we had our Oklahoma's largest golf tournament out at Buffalo Rock Golf and Gun. We had over 110 teams, which is 440 participants. And it's a 2-day 4 rounds that happens, 2 rounds per day, and it went very well. We are very appreciative to Buffalo Rock Golf and Gun for allowing us to have the largest golf tournament in Oklahoma for our pipeline companies and for our oil and gas vendors. We also Friday night had our Friday night private party, and this year I do believe that we hit a new all-time high of participants. We had probably close to 7,500 to 8,000 people out there. We had 60 vendors and 11 pipeline companies. The pipeline companies had their employees and their families out there. Vendors were in the oil and gas industry, and they had their employees and some of their families out there. And it was a great, fun, relaxed networking event. We had 2 bands. We had the Dust Bowl Brothers and also the Red Dirt Rangers, and they brought the house down. That was so much fun. And then 9:30 p.m. came along and the lightning started to strike. So we shut down the Red Dirt Rangers and vendors started packing up and leaving, and then the rain came at 10:10 p.m. and rained until the next day and throughout the next day. So our Saturday public event, although it wasn't a total bust, we still got pretty much rained out. The grounds out there are about 1 inch to 2 inches thick of red dirt clay mush. We were a muddy mess, but it was BBQ&Blues Mudslide 2015, and the kids had a great time. Also the adults. You know, we were walking around barefoot and had mud caked all the way up to our knees, and it was a good time. Everyone still had a fun time. The pipeline companies still had their barbecue, their brisket, and was giving it out to the public. We had probably about, I would say, 200 to 300 people out there. We still sold taster kits. We had a food truck. We had Hungry Duckling, who insisted on staying because I couldn't get any of the children's activities or any of the other vendors that we had coming on the grounds because they would have just sunk. But Hungry Duckling, they were like, nope, we're staying and we're parking right here on the gravel, and we are so appreciative to them for staying. We also had the magician. The magician said, no, I'm not leaving. I'm still putting on a show, and he did. We have some pictures that we sent out and we'll be putting on our website soon of all the kids and adults alike gathered around the magician and still having a great time in the rain. It rained off and on that Saturday, but it was still pretty much a success. We still had the public come out and have a good time and interact with the pipeline companies. I really do believe that this year may have been low in attendance, and we might not have sold as many taster kits and cups and everything else, and as many people might not have been able to have their one-on-ones with the pipeline companies as they wanted, but it still was a good turnout for it being raining. The barbecue was excellent. We had a KC certified judges. There were 7 of them. Who came in to judge all 11 pipeline companies' barbecue brisket, and the winner was Centurion Pipeline Company. They won first place in the Kansas City certified judging. The People's Choice Award went to Plains All-American. They seem to get that a lot. I do believe they were the winner last year. Not too sure, but I'm pretty sure they were the winner last year and the year before. So it's always Plains. So we thank everyone who participated and came out and braved the weather and the mud and let their kids just run crazy and play all in that mud and on that bounce house. They had a great time, and so did we. Thanks again, and we'll see you next year.